Forget what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you. Disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. When your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
Hello.
Hi, this is the Ad Odd Show. It's Thursday, June 21st, 2018.
What the hell happened there? That was a ghost me.
It's not June 21st, 2018.
No, it's the 26th
Of July.
I don't know how that got on there. I'm blaming Steve.
Steve gave me the wrong cut.
Anyways, you're listening to Ad Odd Show. I'm Brian.
Of the intro. I'm Nate.
That's Nate. And we're in the Freedom Studios. We're on the 15th floor tonight of the Patriot Towers in Liberty City. Do you care where we're at, Nate?
Quebec.
It's
all of it.
It's Quebec.
No, it isn't.
It's Quebec.
Nope.
It's Quebec.
Nope.
There's a lot of Quebecians that would say you're wrong.
In Montana?
Yeah, out in Montana.
Okay.
Let's see. I guess we got a lot to talk about. A lot of different things. We got some gun stuff. We got some Trump stuff. We got some gun-Trump stuff.
Trump gun stuff.
Let's go locally with the state of Michigan.
What?
We're still waiting on the Michigan Supreme Court to rule on guns in school.
Yeah, that's a little ridiculous. Those guys and gals need to hurry it up.
Yeah. You know, justice is blind, or at least one of them, and so we got to hurry up and make a decision. The clock is ticking. I think we need a decision before the end of the month. We might get it tomorrow.
You want to know what's ironic?
Nothing, because we're not near a bus stop.
The justice that is blind
was
the one that seemed to have the most bias.
It's odd.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect that from blind justice.
You wouldn't.
But there you have it. All right.
We might have it tomorrow.
The gun community is on pins and needles.
We might have it Monday.
Monday would be good. Friday is good because then they can get the hell out of town before the rioting starts. You notice how many times there's riots after a pro-gun or an anti-gun ruling is made by the conservative and gun owners?
I don't know what.
Well, often, when
the
Supreme Court makes a decision that's controversial to the left, they'll riot, or if it favors a conservative viewpoint. But when it goes the other way, you hear crickets.
Yeah, something with the Supreme Court of the United States, people usually wait outside it,
right, and they're ready to go.
And I think, don't they actually read?
They do. It's different. Yeah, with Michigan,
it's kind of sad that they don't do that in Michigan. Because I'd like to go stand there, and wait to riot.
Michigan, they just put it to the internet.
I've never been in a good riot.
We haven't had a mob. Oh, he goes, what is it from Young Frankenstein? I'll tell you now, a mob is an ugly thing. And it's been a long time since we've had one, so let's go! And they go after Frankenstein.
It's funny. We're in the Lansing, Michigan. Not right now.
Greater Lansing area.
We're in Quebec.
But our base.
We are in Quebec, Montana.
But that's very different.
We're not too far from Michigan State University. Known for some good riots.
They do. They know how to riot.
But I haven't been around.
Speaking of riots, where I live, I'm so close to MSU campus that my township has 4 SWAT officers that are on call whenever there's a national kind of basketball or football tournament or whatever.
Yeah.
And then all the local police departments all over go and assemble downtown East Lansing in preparation.
In order to arrest people who are near an unauthorized fire.
Yeah, and usually the unauthorized fire is a police car in the middle of the street.
Or a couch or whatever, but that's what the chief, that's what they said they did. They decided to just, anywhere within 100 feet of a fire, arrested. Doesn't matter if you're just walking by.
And that there's no law.
Yeah.
Everybody likes a good bonfire. We had a burning ban for a long time where I'm at, and that was just lifted because we had some desperately needed rain.
We never had one.
Rain? Oh, no, burning ban? Well, you guys are...
We know how to contain a fire.
Yeah. Some of the crops.
You learned that in the
on the way to the studio, I went by some farmland like I always do, and some of that corn is looking really yellowish.
Pretty yellow.
Bad, yeah. Hey, we need some rain. All right. But speaking of my department's police department, I am scheduled to do a ride-along. It'll be exciting.
Oh, that poor cop.
And I'll be doing it. Cop. Yeah, I'll be doing it in a couple of weeks during our local summer festival. So
that'll be good.
Yeah, I suspect we aren't going to leave the city. We'll just be dealing with issues within a 3-block radius of my house. I wanted to go on patrol, and go around and maybe shine some deer or something.
You'll be sitting on a corner waiting for drunk drivers.
Exactly.
Yep, that's what you'll be doing.
So I have to 2 things. I have to dress nicely because I'll be representing the police department, I was told.
Okay.
And I can't wear any cologne.
Well.
Requested by the particular officer, which is fine. People get allergies. I get it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's something to broadcast on to the world.
Well, nobody knows who it is or where I am or who I am.
I know.
So I was thinking of not bathing for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And just go in there.
So normal routine then.
Normal routine. Now, the thing is, they give you a whole list of rules, a page and a half of rules. Things like, do not leave the vehicle unless the officer asks you to. Stuff like that.
Sure. Safety first.
Safety first.
Also, they don't.
Towards the end, it says, if you are arrested during the ride-along, your ride-along is immediately terminated.
Really?
Yeah. And what you do is
you mean once they get
you move from the front seat to the back seat.
Get in the back.
Your ride-along is terminated.
Well, I mean, you get a little extra while they take you to the jail.
Right.
You get a little bit.
Right. I just
that's pretty funny.
Found it.
I mean,
silly, but
they put it on there because it probably happens quite often.
Probably has happened.
I think I said it last week. I fully expect.
I know.
That
I talked about that with my wife tonight. I
fully expect that to happen.
Nate is either figuring I'm going to get dropped off short of the full shift or arrested.
Yep.
And I think you may be right.
Yep.
Because you were saying what I'll probably do is like they pull somebody over and the officer says, well, I smell marijuana. Can I search your car? And I'm going to go, no, don't let them search your car. Ask them for a warrant.
Never consent.
Don't talk to the police.
Here, watch this YouTube video that shows why you shouldn't talk to the police.
My phone. Why they're being handcuffed.
Can you carry a gun?
No, I can't carry a gun. I told the chief.
Why?
I'm talking to the chief. I said, you know what I hate about all this, Chief? I hate being in a gunfight without a gun.
Yeah. Well, it's going to happen.
Well, yeah, probably.
I mean, you're going to piss the cop off that much.
He's going to shoot me at least in the leg. That's why I think I'm going to have a tourniquet and one of those Israeli blood pack things.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's amazing. Well, good luck. I hope you enjoy it. I've never been on a ride along. I kind of want to.
You can in your neck of the woods.
I could. Yeah.
I have a lot of time. That's the thing. You don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time. I'm not real fond of. Let's just move on.
Okay. So I'm looking forward to it, and it'll be fun. See, I'm on the police and fire board, so this is something that I should do. I've been told. And so I'm going to do it.
Well, I mean, when
I had to pass a background check.
When it's suggested by... You had to pass a background check?
By an anti-gun person? Yeah.
Well, no,
so
I don't know.
I go in there and I have to sign my life away, and I have to promise never to talk about anything that happens because could be privy to personal information. I get it.
So this is next Saturday? Not this one.
Not this coming.
Next one. So then the Thursday after that,
August 4th.
We can expect a full report.
Probably, and if I'm out of jail.
If you're out of I'll come.
Do a remote.
I'll come to the jail.
Do a remote.
I'll visit you.
I'll
visit you in jail.
Move on. We'll have more updates as it happens.
All right.
I could interview some of it, I guess.
I don't know.
Of the officer and our interaction when I'm arrested.
I suggest you do record that.
I should.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be recorded.
Yeah, but I mean, well, yeah. Try to do it on a tape that won't get lost.
Right. All right, so let's move on.
Okay.
Let's talk about Trump, I guess.
Okay.
I guess his Hollywood star got destroyed. That's the second one.
It did, yeah.
They caught the guy, or he turned himself in.
Apparently. It's just like...
He wants the notoriety. What is he going to do? He's going to pay a fine. Well, I don't know. He might be a misdemeanor. He might get charged and convicted.
I don't know.
He'll have to pay restitution, probably.
Yeah. Who are those? Is that city owned?
It's weird. I want to say it's through like the Chamber of Commerce with Hollywood, and
I mean, I know you have to.
There's like a board or something.
You have to pay for the star.
You have to pay for the star.
I mean, generally fan clubs or whatever pay for it.
There's a vetting process if you deserve it and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And then it's up to the whoever to keep it clean, and some of them are very polished and clean.
Yeah.
And some aren't.
I mean, I think this guy probably made some good progress in getting Trump out of office.
You think it'll work?
I think so.
You don't think there was any better alternatives?
No,
that might have worked
I think it was
spot on.
It was spot on. Huh. I mean, the Hollywood star. You pickaxe. Trump's 1 foot out now.
I was going to say he picked a hell of a star.
Ah, that'd be funny. Yeah,
he picked a.
He
did pick it.
Similar to the.
All right.
What is it? Penzi Spices. You know that guy? I can't remember his first name. Richard, maybe Penzi. He's got a pretty big spice company, and he's super, super liberal, and he gives away free spices.
To homeless people?
No, to anyone. Like,
okay.
Like, we get them. Like, you just go on there and be like, I want my free spice, and he sends you the free spice.
That's a poor business model.
In the idea is that Trump's a racist, and so he's giving away free spices.
Seems like a poor business model. Unless he knows if you're conservative or not, and he puts stuff in the spices.
I've had a little bit of a twitch since I had some on our
How's your sex life? Because there's probably a lot of saltpeter in some of that. All right. Anyways, I don't know what that proves. You get 5 minutes of fame. You get your name in all the papers. I guess that's worth a misdemeanor charge.
Yeah.
When I got arrested, I had none of that. Yeah, I was trying to keep it out of the paper.
Yeah, I really don't know. Stupid. But I don't know.
That was good. What? Say what you were going to say.
Look, the left is the violent side.
Seems to be.
But, I mean, there are some violent people on the right.
Of course. So but I think proportionally there's a 10 or 12% higher rate of violence. I will tell you this.
I don't think a conservative destroyed Obama's star.
No. Oh. He doesn't have a star.
Because he's a loser.
He's got a Nobel Prize.
If you don't have a star, you're a loser.
Trump has an Emmy as well.
All right, let's move on. I'm tired of talking about Trump.
Are we going to talk about Twitter?
Yeah, Trump.
We're going to talk about Trump on Twitter. Shadow banning. Is that a real thing? I don't know what.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know. It's great.
I mean, this came out just in the last day or two, right?
Yeah, it says he's claiming that shadow banning prominent Republicans. Oh, this is quote what he said. Shadow banning prominent Republicans. Not good. We will look into this discriminatory and illegal practice at once. I don't think it's discriminatory or illegal.
It might be.
Why? It's a private company. Can't they do what they want?
But aren't they trying to...
Many complaints.
Like Facebook, aren't they trying to be protected as like a public forum? So they
I don't know. So they walk a line, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. Now, here's the thing.
Okay.
This shadow banning,
yep.
What it was that...
Well, are you saying what their official reason was?
No, I'm saying what it was is that...
You know what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course I know what it was.
Okay. Let's hear it, buddy.
There were certain people that wouldn't show up in the search. You would search for their Twitter handle.
Oh, you're telling
and they wouldn't show up.
Me not why it happened, but what it is.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said what it
is. Did he say that? I don't know.
Ask that guy. Steve? Steve, you're not looking too good.
No. He's hungry, though.
He's not anymore. He found a meal.
He's got a human hand. Sure. He's eating. All right. Okay, what is it? So it's a blocking thing, or it's a preference. Go ahead and explain it again.
Well, okay, so the claim is that prominent conservatives and Republicans, their names weren't showing up when you would search for them. Even if you typed the whole thing in, it didn't autofill in the search suggestions. So, like, if I did, like, @OddShow, which find us on Twitter, @OddShow.
Yeah, on Facebook.
If I typed it in, it might not come up as a suggestion. It might not autofill. You know, like when you search on Google and you start typing and it autofills.
Let's try. See if we show up. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so that's what they're claiming.
And that is true.
Yeah, it seems to be true.
It did actually happen, but it also happened to Democrats and liberals and just everybody.
Oh, it did.
That's not everybody, but certain.
That's what I was going to ask. Because
on both sides, yes.
I can read what their statement was. It says, to be clear, our behavioral ranking doesn't make judgments based on political views or the substance of tweets. Twitter product lead Kayvon Bechpour. Some accounts were being auto-suggested even when people were searching for their specific name. Mm-hmm. Our usage of the behavioral signals within search was causing this to happen and making search results seem inaccurate. We're making a change today. This will improve. But did it happen to Democrats?
Yeah, I saw reports that it did.
Okay, well then that's fine.
And
it
so
could have actually been a legitimate glitch.
It was a bug.
That's the problem with AI. EIO.
Yep. But that's, yeah. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it was some sort of AI that would autofill based on something, and it just didn't work right.
Shadow banning.
I buy it. I think, yeah.
Shadow banning.
Yeah, it's
tonight at 8 on Fox.
It's like the deep state.
Shadow banning.
And the dark web.
Starring. You said you had.
It makes really good headlines, though.
You said that you had some recording of Trump and Cohen discussing some payoff or something.
I do, but when I recorded it, I was in a two-party consent state, so
you couldn't do it. You're not allowed to broadcast it.
I'm not going to tell anyone about it.
Yeah, but you can listen to it.
I got the payment though from Trump.
Excellent.
All cash.
Well, of course. He knows how to deal.
I don't know. I haven't listened to it, so I don't know what you want to say about it.
I haven't either. I thought you would say something about it. What's the claim?
Well, the claim is that it proves that Trump did pay off
Stormy
Daniels to not talk about their affair.
Isn't that Jeff Daniels' sister?
But it might be. But I don't know if there's actually any evidence that the payment was made. What Rudy Giuliani, Trump's attorney, is saying is that actually Trump on the recording was saying, no, do not pay with cash, pay with a check, or create an organization to make the payment through, so we can track it, so there's record of the payment being made.
So not bearer bonds.
That Trump wasn't trying to hide the payment, like quite the opposite. But what I think actually ended up happening, right, was TMZ. Was it TMZ? I think paid for the story and then didn't run the story.
They paid Stormy?
Pretty sure the head of I think it's TMZ. He's pretty good friends with Trump, so that's weird, but whatever.
I didn't know he was Jewish. Do you know that?
Trump?
No, not Trump.
No, he didn't. Stormy Daniels?
Maybe.
Is he? I don't know.
All right.
I'm sure you can find the recording. CNN played it, so it's got to be out there somewhere, right?
We're going through. We have to slow down a little.
I know. I thought you were going to talk more about. I don't know what. All right, let's move on. We have plenty of material. We're half done.
We have 10 more minutes and then another 20 minutes.
Between your trivia question and your.
Oh, that's right. We better hurry up and I better go faster.
See you next week.
Bye. Bye-bye.
You would never know. We didn't even rehearse that.
Yeah, I think people know that we didn't rehearse that.
I have no idea what this next.
All right, well, so
no idea.
The thing was Turban Man. So there's a DJ in New Jersey, and apparently the New Jersey Attorney General is a Sikh. They wear a specific head. The men do wear a specific head dress, and it's a turban. It's perfectly fine, but I guess he and his host, a female, were on the show, and they were talking about him, and the DJ couldn't remember his name or how to pronounce it because he's from India. And he goes, that what's that guy? The one that wears the turban, Turban Man. Turban Man. And they talked about something that the Attorney General did. Well, the Attorney General didn't like that too much, and other people didn't like it, so they suspended the show and the two DJs. And we don't know what's going to happen.
I got it. DJ being radio show host.
Yeah, a DJ.
Okay. Who?
Well, you can look it up. I don't know. Longtime hosts.
I see.
Are you pulling it up?
I don't know. I mean, is this a good story? Or
no. I just want to talk about political correctness. I don't know that Turban Man is necessarily insulting. Oh, and the people were commenting, this is hate speech.
Wait a minute. I don't think he's white.
This is hate speech. Who's not white?
The
DJ?
The DJ.
Yeah, he's white.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure I saw he was.
Okay, I guess I'm not.
Is he wearing a turban? Because that's the Attorney General.
Oh.
It's those
no,
two.
That guy.
He's as white as you are. He's whiter than you.
Who are you to assume my color?
I have color palette samples.
Okay, hold on.
How could you think
who is this
non-white?
guy? He's a New Jersey Broadcasters Hall of Fame inductee.
He's a big name in radio in New Jersey.
That'll go away.
Yeah, they'll probably rip that from him. But the point is, they're talking about hate speech. Do you think calling somebody a turban man is hate speech?
By the way, they didn't just do it once. Like, they kept calling him that.
Yeah, sure. It's because it's funny. We do stuff like that all the time. Are we going to lose our job?
We don't. I've been trying to get you out of this job for years.
No, we say things that are inappropriate. I do.
You do.
All the time.
And I usually correct you.
And I continue to do it.
I know.
I think this is much ado about nothing again, and I'm just sick and tired of people being shut down for saying stuff that isn't necessarily harmful or hateful. Pretty soon you're going to get to the point in 1984 when they had like 67 words. Because that's all you were allowed to use were these particular words that had no emotion and no information. Basic stuff like me hungry.
Counterpoint. Okay. WKXW, probably a privately held corporation.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want.
I agree. I'm not arguing that point. Yeah, they can do whatever they want, but damn them for succumbing to this kind of crap.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I went to the red there. I'm sorry on the little board.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to our listeners.
For the red?
Yeah.
There it is again. Oh, it's just yellow, I guess. I can't really see things.
It's red.
Is it? My mic's not working anymore suddenly. No, so let's discuss that. I realize that private companies can do whatever the hell they want to do.
Totally agree with you. People get offended way too quickly. People bow down to Attorney General.
I asked you a question. Do you think calling someone Turban Man is hate speech?
No.
Exactly.
But what is hate speech?
Now, if he said, yeah, I mean, that's the other point. But if he said, boy, I hate Turban Man because he wears a turban and he's not like me, God, I hate him. Maybe.
I suggest that the next time he's up for election, he wear a cape and call himself Turban Man.
With a big T on his chest?
Yeah. Well, yeah, sure. A big T, that'd be
Superman,
fine.
S.
I get it.
You don't put the M in there.
That's what I would do.
Okay. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Did you see Brian Calley's video of him reading mean tweets about him? That was kind of funny.
Yeah,
I liked it. It was very hip of him.
Yeah, he's a young, good-looking politician, father man, good provider, good Christian.
There's a no more than
pretty strong in the Second Amendment. Actually, has come out saying you don't need a reason to own a gun.
There's no more than 25% chance that I might vote for him in the upcoming primary.
How many people are running?
I think 4.
Huh.
On the Republican side, there's a
1 in 3.
Chance, there's a pretty good chance that I'll vote for a Republican.
Yeah, but otherwise you'll vote for Zaldana or Dazawanda.
I was thinking,
I'll make fun of him. He doesn't wear a turban, but he looks like he should.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's absolutely hate speech.
I don't like the guy. He's a communist liberal guy, and I just hate him.
That's why I don't like him. I don't care what he looks like.
I don't either. Although he's
horrible.
He's quite unattractive.
Well, okay. I mean, yeah.
Not like you and I. We're good looking.
Yeah.
We got beat with a pretty stick.
Stop banging on the damn table. There's a libertarian running. Probably not primary.
That's our manager signaling us to move on.
Okay, come on.
All right, so where are we?
At least you weren't making fun of Bill Schuette, the current attorney general.
God, no, because he's got a lot of power right now.
Then we'd have trouble.
Yeah, right here in River City. All right,
this is not going well.
No, this is a good show. I love it. It's going well. We're close to a break. Do we want to go into? I'll tell you what. I can tell you a joke. No, we can go into the trivia question, or we can do one. We can do one pro gun thing, but it's going to be longer than 3 or 4 minutes.
No, I don't want to do it.
Okay. So everybody's waiting for trivia? Is that what
we have doing? A lot of crap that we need to skip because we need to get down to this good stuff.
That's fine. You notice I grouped the gun stuff all together.
Yeah, so I don't want to do any of it.
Really?
All right, what's the question?
You don't want stand your ground? What about my story?
I hate stand your ground.
I'm going to tell my story at least.
All right.
All right, so trivia question. All right, so this is a good one. This is easy. Very, very easy. What 2 U.S. states do not have counties as a subdivision?
This is a good one. One of them I think people might know because it's
pretty well known, I guess. And one is, I didn't know. I didn't know when I looked it up. 2 states, they don't have counties as subdivisions of the state. Which is
interesting.
Interesting. So name those 2 states, and then if you want to get extra credit, you can name the attorney general in both of those states.
Well,
one is not Turban Man.
And instead of counties, you can name what they do break them down as.
Oh, some don't. Maybe not. You just gave some of it away.
I didn't give anything away.
They don't have any counties. Just go with that and play the commercial.
We'll be right back.
All right.
Lock it in. And rip the knob off. Red State Talk Radio.
My Parents Open Carry, a pro-gun kids book from White Feather Press. 13-year-old Brenna and her parents spend their day in typical fashion. But what's not so typical is that Brenna's parents lawfully open carry handguns for self-defense. And the Strongs join a growing number of families who are standing up for their Second Amendment right and bringing gun ownership out of the closet. Order your copy of this unique kids book at myparentsopencarry.com.
It's a bumpy ride through the political jungle with Nate and Brian.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
What? Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 877-219-8770 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 877-219-8770 to take your call now. Call 877-219-8770. That's 877-219-8770. Again, 877-219-8770.
Whenever I'm feeling a little down under, I can always count on Nate and Brian for their interesting perspective on topics important to freedom and civil rights by listening to the At Odds Show. Nate and Brian cover important topics with insight, intelligence, and of course humor. I can always expect a laugh or two. So if you want to be informed and have a great time, give these guys a listen.
At Odds.
The At Odds Show with the greatest political talk show hosts in history, Nate and Brian. And it's sad that they actually believe that. So give a listen because the delusional need love too.
Are you looking for some way cool t-shirts? Check out ChugDug.com. They have hundreds of crazy fun t-shirts like gun, patriotic, and you better believe zombie shirts. At ChugDug.com, you'll find quality shirts at a quality price. All shirts start at just $10 with free shipping over $50. Mention Radio 1 coupon code at checkout and grab a cool 10% off. That's ChugDug.com. T-shirts with attitude.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-755-9290. That's 800-755-9290. 800-755-9290.
Hi, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
If you like the At Odds Show,
and we know you do,
why not order your very own At Odds t-shirt sizes small to 6XL in a cool black color?
So support our show. Check out the great prices at ChugDug.com or head over to our website, atoddshow.com, and click the link.
And, unlike listening to our show, you won't be disappointed.
You have to pull your mic up there. Welcome back. I'm Nate. That's Brian.
I'm Brian. That's Nate.
And I'm Nate.
You're listening to the At Odds Show.
Brian, welcome back.
Before the break, we had a trivia question.
We did. It was easy.
It was pretty easy. We had people that got kind of 50-50. They had one got one right.
Well, again, we had 52 unique guesses.
52.
One of them being Canada.
Yeah, and I think one was the Virgin Islands.
Yes.
All right, so the question was
closer than Canada. So at least there's some U.S. Virgin Islands.
No, we're closer to Canada than the Virgin Islands. I mean, us physically.
Well, in Montana.
Quebec,
Montana, yeah.
What two U.S. states do not have counties? And if they don't have counties, and if they have first-order administrative subdivisions, what do they call them?
You know what?
What were some of the guesses?
We should have went to Quebec, Nevada. That would have been a better place to be. Some of the guesses
because of the whorehouses
were Michigan, Hawaii, Atlanta. That's not a city.
Okay.
Alaska, Louisiana,
not
Georgia. Also, it is a city. It's not a state.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Georgia. New York. Also, Canada.
New York is threw you a little bit because one of the
didn't throw me. I knew it wasn't. But
no, you said it was.
No, I said they have boroughs.
Yeah, they do, but not for counties.
Yeah. So between a few of our listeners, they got the right answers. Right. So good job. Way to work together, guys.
Should we not tell them what the answer is?
Well, they got the answer.
Okay, so they can just look on the...
They just look. The answer's right there in the chat.
It's Alaska. And Louisiana. Louisiana. And Alaska has boroughs. And Louisiana has parishes.
Wow.
Woohoo. Alaska has 19 organized boroughs and 1 organized borough. I want to be in the unorganized borough.
It's hard. You can't find anything. You need dog food. You have to go over to McDonald's to get dog food.
It's
you
like
need
anarchy.
Toilet paper. Well, that's over at Little Caesars. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nothing's where you expect it to be.
I see there. You went there. Yeah, that's good. I want a Big Mac. No, really, I'm hungry. I want a Big Mac.
Get on it.
All right,
Come
so
on.
So that's it. Now let's go to history because everybody loves history.
Oh, good.
So on this day in 1775,
that was a significant year.
Yes, it was.
A lot of planning.
The United States postal system is established by the Second Continental Congress. With who was the postmaster, the first postmaster general?
George Washington.
No, he was busy fighting a war.
I have no idea.
Maybe he was delivering mail, too. I don't know.
Thomas Jefferson?
He was multitasking.
He was good.
It was Benjamin Franklin, because Franklin was he was a colonial postmaster for Philadelphia, I believe. Yeah.
He was pretty old, too, so I mean, that was generally a good job for him.
He had some...
low stress.
He had some good input. Anyways, it wasn't very organized, and most letters were written to England and back. There wasn't a lot of colonial mail going back and forth, apparently. Let's see. There were no post offices in the colonies. Mails typically were left at inns and taverns. Sometimes they were both an inn and a tavern. So in 1753, Benjamin Franklin, who had been postmaster in Philadelphia, became one of 2 joint postmaster generals for the colonies.
Wow.
He was relieved of his duties by the British because he was saying bad things about the British.
How'd that work out?
And they fired him. The following year, he was appointed postmaster of the United States. He only kept the job for about a year because he was made a diplomat to where?
France.
France! Where the girls wear no pants. But he had left a vastly improved mail system with routes from Florida all the way to Maine. He also had a 24-hour delivery in shifts, so the mail was continually moving all the time, just like today.
Wow.
So, kind of cool. 1775, Benjamin Franklin, first postmaster.
Postal routes are in the, what's that living, breathing document that we...
I don't know what it's called.
Constitution.
Gone with the Wind?
Yeah, by Jack London. Is that the one you were thinking of?
Yeah.
No, that's Call of the Wild. Who wrote Gone with the Wind?
Margaret
Thatcher?
No.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Margaret something.
All right, let's move on.
All right. God, we're dumb. All right, so...
Yes, we are. Thank you for listening.
So, and if you're still hanging in there, the show is only going to get worse. Do you want to go over Stand Your Ground? There was a case recently about it in Florida, you know.
Here's the thing. Don't shoot people when they're running away from you.
Yeah, and don't shoot people generally that are unarmed and not attacking you.
That too.
You have to be, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, you have to have a reasonable and real, what's the word I want to say? Thought that you're going to...
Belief.
You have to have a belief. A reasonable belief that you are about to be killed or badly beaten, and in some states, including Michigan, being sexually penetrated, much like my prostate exam. What? Not all states have that. Michigan does.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Michigan includes sexually penetrated. You can use deadly force.
All right.
Generally rape. But other states, you can be raped and can't use deadly force. So Stand Your Ground isn't getting in an argument in a parking lot over a parking space and shooting the other person. That's bad, okay?
Yeah, it's generally bad.
You want to use deadly force, stand your ground, when you have a reasonable belief that you are going to die.
Okay, so this is what I thought. It's not... I didn't want to say it because you would make me feel bad about myself, but I don't think it's penetration, it's sexual assault.
No, actually, the wording I had always seen was sexually penetrated.
I just looked up the
actual statute?
MCL 7 something.
Oh, so it just says sexual offense?
Sexual assault, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So slap on the ass you can shoot somebody for?
No.
I don't believe that.
That's fine.
As accurate.
Look it up.
Because slapping somebody on the butt without their permission is sexual assault and assault. It can be both. Are you going to shoot somebody for that? I don't know.
No, I'm not going to.
I think it has to be a rape situation.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
One of our listeners out there, I'm sure, will look that up and get into it. Dan. I
was thinking it would be Barbara.
Maybe Barbara could do it too.
Jeffrey, you might want to look it up.
George.
Peter. Steve? Actually, what are we paying Steve for?
We're not paying Steve much.
He's doing exactly what we're paying him for. All right, let's move on.
Toronto mass shooting.
Yep.
I said Toronto.
Not terrorism, but the...
Oh, it was.
ISIS said it was them.
The Toronto police were saying that it wasn't terrorism.
Of course.
ISIS says, yes, it was. Come on, we're trying to do something here.
Yeah.
quit harshing our buzz. Damn it, we're doing our best to terrorize you people, and you're not even calling it terrorism. Ooh, that would be novel, wouldn't it? Just don't call it terrorism, and it goes away.
Huh.
But what's odd, there are guns in Canada. People say, well, there's strong gun control. You can own guns in Canada, but they're regulated. They're highly regulated, and you can't have certain handguns and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
But mass shootings can happen anywhere, even in civilized, wonderful Commonwealth countries like Canada. Do you want to talk about Borat?
Yeah, it's kind of old news.
Okay.
Here's the thing. If someone is interviewing you and they're trying to get you to do things that you're uncomfortable doing, you don't have to do it.
Right. But I'm pretty comfortable with some of the stuff that's been suggested that I do in a video.
The puppy pistol or whatever.
Yeah,
pistol.
The puppy pistol, I think.
Puppy pistol? You'd be okay with that?
Oh, my goodness.
Just point the puppy pistol
If you don't know what we're talking about, go Google Borat fools gun guys and gals.
Yeah, some very prominent gun people and some not so prominent gun people got fooled by Borat, the literal Borat.
He disguised himself in one we're talking about as an Israeli pro-gun guy.
Like security dude.
And he was having these people do a pro-gun kiddies video teaching 4-year-olds how to shoot and put bad guys to sleep for a long time.
And I mean, you and I, out of anybody, we are the most against children learning about firearms in the Second Amendment. So, I mean, I think it's ridiculous. I don't know why.
Well, that's kind of how they got fooled, because we think that you should introduce children to guns.
And
but
they were probably afraid to say, no, I don't agree that a 3-year-old should learn how to shoot a terrorist, because they would think someone would spin it as
they put stuffed animals on the guns, and they were holding these things and making it kid-friendly, and it was just very embarrassing.
I've never been in the situation, so I can't say for sure.
Right,
but
you and I talked about that.
I hope that if I'm being interviewed and they try to get me to do some things like this, that I have the awareness and the courage to
just say
no.
This doesn't seem right.
Turns out, ironically, bus stop. Sarah Palin is one of the few that did say
Turn
no
him down.
and
in a gun store. They tried to go into a gun store and. Do you see that video where they were trying to
and he was just
fool him?
He's
like, oh, you're Borat.
Yeah, he actually called him out. Knew who it was. They left real quick.
Yeah.
All right.
Good news out of the 9th U.S. Court of Appeals.
Which is weird.
Which is California and, I don't know, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii.
Oregon.
And
Quebec, Oregon.
Generally quite a liberal court.
Yep.
And it went all the way up to this appeals court, and it was about the right to carry guns in public, particularly in Hawaii. It was a case stemming from Hawaii. Hawaii is very strict on guns. There's shell issue. I mean, there's a few concealed pistol licenses that are given out probably to political connections and big contributions to the sheriffs and all that. But they very rarely give permits. And you can't open carry. So basically the suit was, listen, if you can't get a concealed license and you won't let us open carry, that's unconstitutional. Court of Appeals agreed and said you do have a right to open carry when concealed carry is banned or whatever. You have to have one or the other. You can ban open carry if you have shell issue concealed carry type of thing. So we'll see what happens. This could end up going to the Supreme Court, and if what's his face down here, Kavanaugh does get appointed to the court, that might be a good thing.
Yeah.
But they may blow it off like they've blown off other guns on this issue. But we'll see. But anyways, it was surprising for the 9th Circuit to come out with a pro-gun decision.
Very
although
surprising.
They may not have much choice on
Maybe
that.
they're catching Trump fever.
All right, now I'm gonna whisper this so no one can hear. It's just between you and me.
Okay. I'll turn the mics off.
So don't tell anybody.
I'll just look. I muted them. There, no
All
one
right,
can hear
thanks.
us.
I bought a fully semi-automatic firearm from a guy that I didn't know in a Wendy's parking lot.
Really?
Fully
semi-automatic?
Semi-automatic.
Was it a ghost gun?
It was not a ghost gun. I could see it.
You could, okay. Well, that's okay then. Those are fine.
But I bought it.
Ghost guns are scary.
from a guy in a parking lot.
You didn't even know him? You just like gave him money and he gave you the gun?
Exactly. That's all. Wow. We didn't even talk.
Nice.
No, he was in a trench coat. I didn't ask.
Okay.
I think he was wearing shorts under there. All I saw was socks and his shoes.
All right.
He said, hey, you want to buy a gun? I said, I sure do. He says, it's fully semi-automatic. And I said,
I'll take it.
I'll take it. And the price, it was amazing. The price was reasonably inexpensive.
All right.
I couldn't pass it up.
Good.
So it's kind of cool. I'll show it to you sometime. So go ahead and turn the mics back on.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that.
What?
What? We're back. I unmuted him.
Oh, okay. Whew, you scared me for a minute. All right. Anyway, Nate had some personal stuff to take care of. We're back now. I heard you're going to get you're an engineer.
Sure.
I mean, you're a trained engineer. I don't know what the hell you do now, but
I don't.
You have some title.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get paid a lot of money, and that's all you care about.
Yeah. I used to have engineer in my job title.
Are you gonna get a 3D printer?
No. Yeah, probably. I'm sure I will someday, but not right now.
You know what we can do? Turn the mics down.
Too
again.
busy. Oh boy. Okay. What can we do, Brian?
We can make ghost guns.
Let's do that.
I want to make some 3D
I like
guns.
ghost guns. It's cool.
I heard it's going to be legal soon.
Yeah, it might be legal soon. Here's the deal. Pretty much all of them that exist now are maybe good for one shot, and maybe your hands will survive.
Maybe. Sometimes that's all you need.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's more evidence that you really can't
stop it.
Yeah, you can't stop guns.
As that great attorney Stephen Doolin said, that genie is out of the bottle. That technology is out there, from basic black powder to full semi-automatic firearms.
Yep.
Full semi-auto.
Fully semi-automatic. Stop banging on the damn table.
I don't want to stop. We can go to California now.
All right, let's do that.
Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do San Francisco or do you want to do Santa Barbara?
They're very close to each other. We're going to do them in order.
They're not that close to each other.
Yes, they are.
No, I don't think so. Are they? I thought Santa Barbara was more south and San
Francisco
is
relative. It's closer than
it's closer
City
than the moon.
Detroit.
Oh, that's or the moon.
Or the moon. Stop doing that.
All right, so I had extra energy today. I don't know what it is. Maybe the meds are starting to kick in. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, stop taking them.
Okay. ER. Which one do you want to do? You've been wanting to talk about straws.
No, I haven't really been wanting to talk about straws. In fact, I told you when we do that story, I probably won't have a whole lot to say about it.
Well, you put a bunch of stuff on there.
Let's talk about a lot to say about it. Here's the deal. San Francisco, they've proposed they have supervisors, like a board of supervisors or something
well,
like that.
they might have, like, boroughs within the city.
I think they have parishes.
And so they might have a supervisor for every ward.
I don't know what they have, but
I think they're wards.
It's like a city council, kind of.
Yeah, they have wards.
They have proposed making it illegal for companies to provide free lunch. A lot of tech companies like Google, Facebook, Uber, they provide free lunches for their employees as a perk for a lot of reasons.
In especially in San Francisco, very liberal, because it's all free. Nobody pays for it.
But they do. The company does.
No.
That's the irony here.
No, nobody pays for it.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
So are you telling me that if I worked for a company like that, I could get like free lunch and dinner if I worked there?
Yes.
Does your company do that?
The one I own?
Well, yeah,
I give all of my employees. Wait, I have to pay for it though, so I don't know if.
Well, that's you're the company,
not, right?
So it's your employees, which are called / your children.
Yeah,
you feed your children at least once a day.
Yep.
And no, your company doesn't. Mine doesn't. My wife packs me a sandwich every day, which
I've worked for 2 corporations that both had cafeterias and subsidized the food.
So they subsidize it so it's cheap, but you still have to pay a price for it. Yeah.
Yep.
State of Michigan has that as well, and with government buildings in the state of Michigan, it's done by the Commission for the Blind. So you have to be legally blind to be an owner to run the concession stands in the various state buildings.
Well, so I mean that's one of the other issues with this, but the point is, the restaurants.
But that's a government, and these are private restaurants or private.
The restaurants in the area, they're saying we can't compete with free.
No.
In fact, the one co-owner, Anthony Maint, I don't know, he told the newspaper, get this. This is profound. Had he known how little business his restaurant would get, he likely would have looked in a different area of the city to put it.
That makes sense.
So as a business person, if he had known that he wouldn't have business in this area, he may have went somewhere else.
That's sort of on him, isn't it?
Yes, of course that's on him.
Ooh,
Why
I got that one right.
I mean, what?
God, I was worried.
Come on.
Here's the thing, though. Who cooks the food for these companies?
Usually they're outsourced.
They're restaurants.
Yeah, well,
technically they're a restaurant, a cafeteria, whatever.
Yeah.
They have. It is a food service industry.
I assume
it's a business.
Yeah, either like Google employees that are chefs, or more
outside.
Likely they have it
contracted.
Right. So so those people would be out. Here's the kicker.
Yeah. Okay.
The bill, if passed, will only apply to new companies, meaning the big companies that are already there won't have to worry about new competition coming in and providing free lunch.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, that's ridiculous.
That's a perk the new companies can offer, but it's also an expense they don't have to meet.
I think it's the only time I've heard of liberals in California complaining about a free lunch, though. Like, I mean, this is insane, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I kind of stole that from Rush Limbaugh. I was going to just let it slide, but I can't. But it was
too
good. I had to say it. Yeah. I mean, he needs all.
He does need
all the dabs we can give him.
Now, if you haven't heard of Rush Limbaugh, you can go on what is it? The Google. You can go on the Google his name, and it'll come up.
Let's talk about straws. We only have a couple minutes, but we've been passing Santa Barbara, very close to San Francisco.
Relative.
They passed a law. I think it
is a law.
Passed.
Yeah. I think it is.
That makes it the second offense of a restaurant handing a straw to you as a customer. The second offense punishable by up to 6 months in jail or up to $1,000 fine.
It's to the employee?
Yeah, per straw.
Right.
So if you have a table of 4 and you handed out a straw to each person, 4 offenses.
So you're a double whammy.
This is insane.
You're going to prison. Not only, but you can ask for a straw, can't you?
I don't think so.
Oh, there's no straw.
I think they're just not allowed there.
Are you sure? I thought it was if they...
That was Seattle.
Oh, okay.
I think this one doesn't allow it, and this one doesn't allow any sort of exemptions for disabled people. Because there are people that need a straw to drink.
Right. You bring your own straw, I guess.
Yep, you could bring your
own
straw.
Or don't go to that restaurant.
Any restaurant, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But the good news is people can still crap on the sidewalk.
Well, that's natural.
Yeah. I mean, it's organic.
It's not plastic.
It washes away.
Plastic is evil.
Actually, some things benefit from crap on the street.
I just want to say, all of the stats that you see about plastic and manufacturing
way exaggerated
of straws and things. I don't believe any
of it. The U.S. contributes a couple of percent?
Almost. No.
Not even that?
Less than a percent? Yeah, almost nothing.
And the biggest offender, of course, is China and Asia and India. Those companies, not really good recycling. They don't really care. They're the ones that are dumping most of the crap into the oceans. The U.S.
But I mean, even the numbers that say there's 500 million.
500 million straws a day or a year or something. Nobody has that data.
I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to say that you could call a manufacturer of straws or cups or something. They're not going to tell you.
No. And that 500 million came from a 9 or 10-year-old kid's book report or something.
Who supposedly called these companies.
Yeah, which I really doubt it. So it's exaggerated, it's hyperbole, it's blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Water on Mars? Maybe.
All right.
That's the big thing. Is that it? Are we done? I wanted to talk into this because it's actually geology.
I think we'll go for one more minute.
Ground-penetrating radar. Remotely, with satellites, they did some ground-penetrating radar, and they got an anomaly that may be water, and everybody's saying it is water.
That's interesting, but let's talk about drinking and driving.
All right.
Or drinking while not driving.
All right, so this guy, Earl Gustafs, he's 69. He was arrested a month ago or so for being under the influence, and asked if he was drinking in the auto. He replied, no. He explained that he was enjoying the bourbon at stop signs. So he wasn't drinking and driving. The deputy further noted Stevens' distinction when it came to drinking while driving. He was not drinking while driving, or was he moving, only when he stopped. Anyways, he was arrested.
I think that's wrong. I think, have a good night, sir. Thank you.
It'll be interesting. Well, my mistake. Keep going. It was good that he knew the difference, though. He couldn't have been that drunk.
Couldn't have been that drunk.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I get to the point where I just continue to drink when I'm driving. I don't even stop. Sometimes I don't even stop for the stop signs.
Or the cops.
Anyways, he was twice the legal limit. That doesn't mean anything.
No, not really.
Because alcoholics can get 0.4 and almost dead that would kill anyone else.
It's been fun, but we're out of time.
All right.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.